the Kubrat Pulev, Anthony Joshua.
No instructions needed. Round one, heavyweight White, Alexander Povetkin, and of course Andy Ruiz, who's knocked out and knocked down by Vladimir Klitschko. Advantage. Another jab to the body by Pulev.
Was to time that Joshua jab.
One of the few punches landed in the first round. We only have a minute.
Things right. He's disciplined, fighting behind the jab.
Kubrat able to reach the face of,
Looking like he's willing to trade.
Trying with.
It'll serve Joshua right if he can aim that jab at the chest or even the belly, because right now.
And then maybe exploit it, although Pulev doesn't go to the body very well either. Anthony Joshua. That's from Anthony Joshua, here to open up the second round. Takes a good long look where the champ has been. There's
Trained Andy Ruiz for his upset of Joshua.
Right here, he just needs to not stand right in front of him and then look for the right.
Because at this level, man, you make one mistake and the fight can be over. But
through that hurt Joshua in New York City.
We're all curious to see how he's going to react when he gets clipped on the chin.
That jab, that was the third time I've seen Josh cut a
Pulev. Right now he's trying to inch his way closer to.
Waiting for that
opening.
And there's a combination from Joshua. Pretty much blocked by Pulev. Again, final minute of round number 2. Joshua, your thoughts here in the...
For Pulev is a steady and consistent jab. And through 2 rounds, we have...
Because these rounds are being scored, and we saw that jab, Sergio, and...
He has to throw, but he'd rather catch you coming in.
Joshua well, no, he is, but still, this is rather tentative. Keeps nicely underneath, so good defensive skills by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good
with the jab. Joshua feints, ducks it, lands that big right.
That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill. Pulev says he's not hurt. That's what you said against Ruiz. Let's see, can he close the show? Uppercuts, right hands, now a hook. Another uppercut, that up and uppercut as well. Another uppercut, that hurt Pulev. Pulev's on the ropes, he's hurt. He turns ropes again, turns away. Does he want any more? The uppercut. Uppercut has found a home. He is hitting him every time. And the round ends, and whoa, big, fluid. He was boxing well, moving. Sharp jab from Joshua. Now he's snapping it out.
See, that's an instinctual reaction. See right there, Pulev still has game.
That's self. And I mentioned like Danny Garcia last week against...
Right now, Pulev, it was fight or flight for Pulev, and right now he chose fight. He's coming.
And then when Tyson Fury boxed beautifully against Wilder and not big shots, that was beautiful. Shut up. This was, to that point, statement here and lead to a true super fight next. Twice on the deck in that round.
If Pulev is
still in this fight. I mean, Chris, when he was getting rattled around, it looked like it was gonna. Look, at heavyweight boxing is a show. And the heavyweight division was revitalized.
To please the crowd. And that's what sometimes gets him in trouble.
Well, remember the conversation. And there was a period of time where most people in the world thought Anthony Joshua beat down Deontay Wilder. A beat's unlikely at this point in the fight. I'm sure he still wants to stop his man. Special.
When he's
good hard jab and a right hand by Joshua. That's a snap.
Kind of a blown-up cruiserweight. So it's an excellent matchup.
To fight. Now Kubrat Pulev in the same Joshua with that. There it is again, just missed, able to set his head up a little bit, but he's smiling, he's loose, and he has more conviction on those shots. Again, Pulev is 39 years old, he's in great condition. His only loss to tries with the right hand, Joshua, and that's where he's got his only chance, really.
And if Pulev get that jab off as often as we had in some of his more successful moments.
Tries with the hearts to get up on his toes, flick out the jab, and that's the end of the round. He's loose, he has 2 knockdowns already.
And I want a stoppage in the next couple of rounds, because we know Anthony can be vulnerable. So
third round, Joshua throwing his hands is something special.
Sometimes when you...
Big right hand, and that uppercut. 3 in a row right there.
There it is,
4.
there it is. Earlier, that was Rocky IV, that music, right?
Yes, sir.
He's got Pulev way behind him on the scorecard.
Kubrat Pulev, longtime IBF mandatory challenger. Again, just
started that combination earlier in the round.
in a round.
Every time Joshua throws that jab to the chest, to the
come up with something, because at this point he's going to have to stop. And even in that instance, Pulev didn't try to cheap shot Joshua. He had a little weakness in Joshua, not much, but it could be his big chance.
we go 4 steady jabs to the torso. That's exactly, you know, the opponent that went down. He already went through the worst, so that's when he gets encouraged. And
Final minute, round number 8. What would you tell Pulev?
Well, Pulev needs to be a little bit more aggressive, obviously, if he wants to.
Joshua has his head up in the air, a little high. And we're starting to mix it up a little bit more.
Best round to date.
It's Kubrat Pulev and the ability to put, now able to keep Pulev back with that stick, and Pulev now at that distance. You can hear the corners a lot louder now without 80, maybe not. But it's a good scorecard. Look at these uppercuts. 2 of them landed, 3 on the hurt as well. Dropping him twice. Chris, how do you have it scored?
Well, I've got it basically 8-7.
And he is not going to win the fight from that distance. There it is. That's a stiff.
It leaves you susceptible.
Oh, another one.
Klitschko fight that Pulev had no answer.
Pulev is hurt. Pulev is rocked. He's on shaky legs. 3rd knockdown of the fight for Anthony Joshua. Right hand, and down goes. Well, I think no question, Sergio. You're right. Look at that.
Turns the wrist. Pop. That's full extension on that right hand.
And they get to 10. Both got after it. And
Joshua!